Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a young girl named Ella. After her father's untimely death, Ella was left in the care of her cruel stepmother and two jealous stepsisters. They stripped her of her rightful place in the family, forcing her to work day and night. Covered in soot from the fireplace, they mockingly called her Cinderella. Despite her hardships, Cinderella remained kind-hearted and hopeful. She found solace in the company of animals, mice, birds, and even the old horse in the stable. They were her only friends in a world that seemed determined to break her spirit. One day, an invitation arrived at the house. The king was hosting a grand ball to find a suitable bride for his son, the prince. The entire kingdom was abuzz with excitement. Cinderella's stepsisters squealed with delight, dreaming of becoming the future queen. "You?" her stepmother sneered when Cinderella timidly asked if she could attend. "A servant girl at the royal ball? Don't be ridiculous. You'll stay here and clean the house." Heartbroken but determined, Cinderella retreated to the garden. As she wept under the moonlight, a soft glow appeared before her. It was her fairy godmother, a radiant figure with a wand that sparkled like starlight. "My dear, why are you crying?" the fairy godmother asked. "I wish to go to the ball," Cinderella whispered, "but I have nothing to wear and no way to get there." The fairy godmother smiled. "Where there is kindness, there is magic." With a wave of her wand, she transformed a pumpkin into a gleaming carriage, mice into majestic horses, and Cinderella's tattered dress into a breathtaking gown. On her feet appeared a pair of glass slippers, delicate and shimmering like diamonds. "Remember," the fairy godmother warned, "the magic will last only until midnight. You must leave before the clock strikes 12. Cinderella arrived at the ball, her presence captivating everyone. The prince, who had been bored by the endless parade of noblewomen, was instantly drawn to her. They danced and talked, and for the first time, Cinderella felt seen for who she truly was. But as the clock began to chime midnight, panic set in. Cinderella fled, leaving behind a single glass slipper in her haste. The prince, determined to find her, vowed to search the kingdom for the girl who fit the slipper. Meanwhile, Cinderella returned home, her heart heavy with the knowledge that her magical night was over. She hid the remaining glass slipper under her bed, a secret reminder of her fleeting happiness. Days later, the prince's search led him to Cinderella's home. Her stepsisters tried desperately to squeeze their feet into the slipper, but it fit neither of them. Just as the prince was about to leave, Cinderella stepped forward. "May I try?" she asked softly. Her stepmother scoffed, but the prince, struck by her quiet confidence, allowed her to try. The slipper slid onto her foot perfectly. As she pulled the matching slipper from her pocket, the prince's eyes lit up with recognition. "It's you," he said, his voice filled with wonder. But as the kingdom celebrated their union, Cinderella felt a strange sensation in her chest. The glass slippers began to glow, and a voice echoed in her mind, "You are more than you seem." That night, as Cinderella lay in her new chambers, she dreamed of the fairy godmother. "The slippers were not just a gift," the fairy explained. "They are a key to your true power. You are destined to protect this kingdom from darkness." Cinderella awoke with a newfound sense of purpose. She discovered that the slippers granted her the ability to sense danger and heal wounds. When a shadowy force threatened the kingdom, Cinderella used her powers to unite the people and vanquish the threat. In the end, Cinderella's story was not just about finding love, but about discovering her own strength. She ruled alongside the prince, not as a damsel in distress, but as a courageous leader. And though the glass slippers remained a symbol of her magical night, they also became a reminder that true magic lies within. And so, Cinderella's journey proved that even in the darkest of times, kindness and courage can light the way to a brighter future.